Hey Wanderers! Welcome back to another Foolish Wanderers podcast, the podcast about anything and everything. Today we're rounding out our Olympics journey with the history of the Paralympics.
It's always one of those things that's not really advertised as much.
The Paralympics?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like very much kind of hidden, which is really sad because it's sometimes cooler in my opinion and like more impressive that people have like overcome their disabilities to still like compete at this level,
at this high, this
like what they can do is
level.
pretty insane. But yeah, it's like very much, it's not broadcasted nearly as like much by major networks, which is sad because it's really cool to watch. But
I think some of the stuff's going to be on NBC, but Snoop Dogg isn't going to be at this one. Snoop Dogg isn't going to get paid $500,000 a day to be the proverbial mascot of the Olympics.
I didn't realize he was getting paid.
You didn't know that?
No.
Katrina, why else did you think he was
I thought he was like involved in like some sort of like organization or something there.
No.
Oh.
NBC paid for his vacation.
But $500,000 a day vacation.
A day. Yeah.
Can I have that job, please?
Nope, because you're not Snoop Dogg.
Dang it.
Can you believe that?
That's so much money. Like,
that's so much money.
I mean, it is.
No wonder why. And now everybody's thinking, they're like, no wonder why he was in such a great mood and cheering so loudly.
Making bank.
Because he's making bank.
Like, heck yeah, I would cheer too. Like, heck yeah.
Poor Flavor Flav. I don't think Flavor Flav was getting paid, was he?
I have no idea. He did make a bronze like watch replacement, or like, what is it called? It's like a watch necklace thing for
it's that
Jordan
like, pocket
Child.
watch. He wears like those oversized looking pocket watch things.
Which I thought was cool.
Very sweet of him, but I don't think he was getting paid to be there. I think he's just really a big fan of, I think water polo is his thing.
Yeah, there was one team, I think it was like a women's team. It might have been water polo. There's one that he sponsored because like he read
that's why he's there. Okay.
Yeah, because he heard that like a lot of the ladies competing, that they were like had like 2 or 3 jobs just to sustain their families.
Sad.
Yeah, and so he was like, no, I'll help pay for stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to work that hard. Plus, let me make sure. Let me look up what team he did.
I think though, I was looking for, I don't remember the exact numbers, but for this, because I did track in high school for a while, and that's kind of my sport until I was injured.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like a British person, but I tried to make it dramatic, and I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so that's my thing that I follow still. And so I was looking at the winnings earned that the sprinters got. And so if you win, right, you get some money. The Olympics would give you some money.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking it was going to be a lot. It really wasn't. I was kind of shocked at how little it actually was.
How much is it?
I don't remember, but I think it might have been like, I don't know, like maybe 100,000, maybe not even that.
I mean, that's is that just split for like every, like the team, or, because per person that's quite a bit.
Maybe it wasn't that, but then it's, I don't know, I was like, well, that's not a lot if like you have to give it to your coach and all that stuff. And I don't know, but then maybe if you're sponsored by other people, I have no idea how it works. But I was kind of shocked at how little they kind of won, since that's one of their big events of the year, right? Compared to like a professional basketball player, or like even not even a starter for like a basketball team. Like maybe the bench warmer. I bet the bench warmer makes more than this Olympic gold medalist sprinter would.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so it was the U.S. women's water polo team that Flavor Flav sponsored. Do you want me to read his like interview?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was an interview with NPR News. The article is rapper Flavor Flav on why he decided to sponsor the U.S. women's water polo team. Don't we just kind of go read the whole interview, or just like his response
Just
to it?
let's just like some like why he did it or something. I don't know.
Okay,
What are
so
the nuggets? The good
the,
nuggets.
the nuggets of truth. Okay, so this was Flavor Flav talking like why he decided to sponsor them. He said, "Well, it all happened from a young lady on the water polo team. Her name is Maggie Steffens, and she put a story out. You know what I'm saying? And my manager read the story, and my manager turned me on to the story. And when the women aren't in the water playing water polo and everything, they're home, working active jobs, 1, 2, and 3 jobs. These girls are out here busting their butt to make the United States look good. So when they're out here playing and practicing, it takes them away from their work. So I said to myself, why not step in and try to help these girls out?" So yeah, so it's just
That
like
was sweet of him.
that's yeah, I love that. I love it when people have money and do good stuff with it. Like just kind of like that. It's like he didn't have to. It's just like someone was like, "Hey, look, this girl."
He's
She
just a
says like,
fan. Yeah.
"Yeah," she's like, "I like what you do. I respect it. I'm gonna help you out."
I like that you play the water polo. Well,
Yep. Yep.
okay, so I have to make a correction about the money
Okay.
for the gold medalists
Okay.
at the Paris Olympics for the sprinters.
Okay.
So the prize money for winning gold is $50,000. Gold only.
Oh, that's not a lot.
And then if you're on a relay and you win gold, you have to split the $50,000 between the four of you.
Oh, that sucks.
And then, yeah, so
I mean, like, it is a lot of money, but that doesn't go as far as like you'd think it would.
no, considering they're at the top of their games.
Yeah, and like football players, like in the NFL and stuff, they make millions,
Yeah.
like a game. I don't know.
NBA players make even more than that.
Oh, really?
They get paid ridiculous amounts of money.
I don't pay attention to a lot of sports, so I just know they make a lot of money.
Yeah, I got into basketball again back into the web this year because the Timberwolves. Last year they were so exciting to watch.
Mhm.
At the end, I watched them at the end of the season, and then I watched them this whatever 2023 to 2024 season. I watched and just got into it. They get paid so much money compared to the NFL. I couldn't believe it.
Huh. Like several $millions more?
Millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Dang. I chose the wrong profession.
You should have played basketball. You're tall enough. Oh my god.
Tall, so
you would have been dunking on all those little ladies.
Damn. I
If
hate
you're
basketball, though.
if you're
I
a
hate
tall
playing
person,
basketball.
I know, but like, if you're a tall lady,
Mhm.
you gotta play basketball. You just do, because the few WNBA games that I've watched this year, the
Mhm.
tall ladies are just dominating.
Mhm. It's pretty rare for me to to run across a lady that is taller than me, and it's fun when it happens because I've been the tallest girl in
whoa.
my class for basically my entire life. So it
Mhm.
rarely ever happens that there's a lady taller than me, and it's cool. Yeah. I'm 6 foot
Gotta-
tall, so that's that's a lot taller than most women.
You're tall.
I'm very tall.
I'm trying to see. So right now, there is a lady that is 6'9".
Ooh.
She is so tall. She played on the Olympic team, and I watched the game that they played against Japan.
Mhm.
And the Japan team had no tall people really at all.
They're
Very short.
Yeah.
This chick, she was catching just ball, she would just get the ball passed to her, right? And all
Yeah.
she had to do was just kind of hold it.
You can't reach it.
People couldn't reach her. They're jumping, trying to get her. They couldn't reach her.
Oh my god, that's funny.
You could just lob it to her. You could just lob it up to her, and she just be like, "Yep."
Oh man, that'd be frustrating being the other team, but it's really
Oh my
fun.
goodness, I couldn't
It's
believe
really
it.
funny.
So funny though. So
Oh,
funny.
man. Oh man. Oh yeah. So, would you like me to talk about my story from work the other day?
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is an unbelievable story, and I can't believe it's true. I really can't.
Oh goodness. Okay, Wanderers. So I did text Kendra about it, so she kind of knows about what the story is about, but I'm going to tell you. Um, Prepare your ears. This is kind of gross. Um,
Buckle up.
Buckle up. This is a true story told to me by my boss a few days ago. Okay, so the store I work at, right? So there's a back hallway that has like a back door that goes into the meat department, right? So this lady that works back there is probably around 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's a delivery driver who does like the alcohol, like the wine and stuff. He drops it off, puts it in the shelf, whatever, makes it look pretty. He was in the back hallway, and the lady from the meat department walks out. The guy walks right in front of her and farts. Well, then she like watches him because he walks a few steps ahead, and he starts shaking his leg. She's like, "What the heck?" What? All of a sudden, a turd falls out, and he just walks away. And she's just like, which is insane to me because this lady is a massive germaphobe, and I am stunned that she did not yell at this man to come pick up his defecation. He
She is
just
so
walked away.
because she must have been so horrified at what
She
she
was.
had seen.
She was flabbergasted. I was like, why didn't she like yell at him to like pick it up? Because she like didn't know what to do. Because she's so like afraid of germs, and she was like so
Horrifying.
flabbergasted that this happened. She just didn't know what to do. And so like, thankfully where I work, we can't like people for food service like we can't pick up or clean up messes like that. So like she had to wait until somebody in like that stocks the shelves or something like that came, or a manager came to clean it up. So this man's turd sat in the back hallway for at least an hour. And then my boss goes up to her and she tells him what happens. And he's like, "You gotta put something over it." So she goes to get the cup. And then one of the poor girls that works at, like in the online shopping stuff, she comes back and the meat department lady goes, "Pick up that cup." She goes, "Why? What's under it?" And she just look, pick up that cup, picks it up, reveals the shirt.
She's playing pranks on people, but I'm like, pick the cup up.
Yes, it's so gross.
That's
But yep,
even worse.
that happened.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either. I was just like, okay. And then the guy, so when I get there, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. My boss tells me this. A little while later, the guy who actually had to clean it up walks by the bakery and he goes, and like, there's a couple guys that are talking, and she's like, "Yep, I gotta clean up that turd today." I was like, "Oh, congratulations."
Wait, so this happened at like 5 a.m. and it was sat there for like 3 hours?
I don't know what time the guy that picked it up got there. I think it was at least there though for like an hour or hour and a half. Because if you like are in food service, like you can't pick
Touch
it up.
it.
It's like
Right.
which
Thank
makes sense.
the Lord.
Oh yeah,
Thank you,
but
Jesus, for that. No one
it's like
wants.
one of the rules that I love the most is like I can't touch any of that. So, but
Yep.
yeah, no, that thing sat there for a while. It festered.
That's crazy. Wait, I thought that she had immediately put a cup over it or something.
No, she didn't know what to do. She had to sit there.
She ran away.
She ran to get my boss who was like in the bakery. She's like,
Yeah.
"What happened?" It's like, "Why didn't you get the guy who left it there to pick it up?"
Why?
Like, it's his shit. It's his turn. Like, have him pick it up. It's
Came
so
out of your
nasty.
body. It came out of your body. You're responsible.
It's like, it's not like he didn't know it was there because he shook his leg.
He's done it before. He's done this before. He's a repeat offender. He's done this before. This animal freaking has a job and has done this before. This animal of a human being has a job.
Although that's not the only time that's happened apparently in this store. Because your face.
What?
So apparently, like way before I started working there was this guy who lived on a farm, but like he used to like go to like get coffee with his friends every morning in the kitchen area, right? Apparently, every single morning, he would all of a sudden have to go to the bathroom. And so he would get up and waddle to the bathroom, leaving a trail of liquid feces all the way down across the store from the kitchen to the bathroom, and it would go through like several departments.
What?
And they let him do this for several months or over a year. I don't know exactly. I wasn't there at this time. But yep, and they let him still come there and still
What?
eat, and then eventually he stunk. Apparently, he also did not smell good at all, and his friends, like, eventually were the ones that were like, "You can't be here anymore." It wasn't the store managers, it was his friends that were like, "We can't have you sit here with us anymore. This is a lot. You can't do that." But he would leave liquid feces throughout the entire store, because it would trail down his leg on the way to the bathroom. Yep. It it was his friends that kicked him out several months later.
Months?
Months. This happened every single day for months, and no one said
Every
anything.
day?
Mhm. Every time he'd come into the store and eat and sit down with his friends and drink coffee, it would happen.
Don't drink coffee.
Just don't, like, I don't know, wear Depends or something. Like, apparently there's also a manager, I think it was like a substitute manager or something, like in the bakery at like an old store. And one of my managers told me about that would like, so we have white aprons, right? In the bakery.
Right.
So apparently he would sometimes lose control of his bowels. Instead of going home and changing, he would just tie another apron around the back.
What is with people? What?
Apparently, when you work long enough in the bakery, you get a lot of horrible stories, and I have inherited them into my noggin. You're welcome for now learning this information. I have bestowed this knowledge unto you. You are welcome.
I have never heard of something like this in my entire life.
Good.
What? That's wild. Every
Yeah.
day
Mhm. Yep.
for months?
For months. And, like, it's very rare, but, like, he still comes into the store and, like, rides one of those motor carts. Mhm. And my managers point him out. I'm like, "Oh, cool. I'm not going near him." It's been a while, but,
He's
yeah.
probably crapping in that motor thingy cart.
He's letting something loose. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
It's not a fart.
Apparently he was not a good, like, all there man. Like, he was not entirely well.
Okay. It's I
But
mean, it's pretty evident. It sounds pretty evident that he
yeah.
wasn't 100%. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, every day in a
Yep.
public place where
Yep.
you sell food,
Yep.
like, I get it. Like, I'm not making fun of your issue or obviously
But,
that
like,
you have, dude, but, like,
once I can understand, twice, okay, but, like, when it becomes a thing you do every single day,
it becomes a habit.
yeah,
Like,
like, that's not
it's like,
okay.
"Well, here comes the milkman for the delivery. Oh, the paper arrives
Oh.
at this o'clock. Oh, and then here he is. He's crapping with him and his snail trail of crap all the way to in a place where you sell food."
Mhm.
That's just come on, you have to have a little bit more personal responsibility than that. That's just
Exactly, thank
crazy.
you, yeah.
That's
Like,
just crazy.
mhm. It's like, if it happens, like, once or, like, once every great moon, like, okay, like, I can see that, but, like, you know fair well that this is gonna happen, and it took your friends to tell you and call you out on it, and not the store manager, which is absurd because, like, I don't know like, why? It's
It's
so it's
absurd. It's
bad.
disgusting.
It is.
Man,
Yeah.
I wish you would have not have told me that.
Sorry. That now lives rent-free in your brain.
That is wild.
It's the first time I've heard of someone, like, near me shaking out a turd out of their pants. I've seen clips of, like, security footage on YouTube of, like, weird stuff like
I
that
don't
happening,
get it. Like,
or
I just
TikTok,
don't
but
understand. I'm just that like
no. Well, I'm
I've
glad you don't,
never
because then you won't do it.
I mean, I would never to begin with.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't get how that happens.
Yeah,
It's horrifying.
rant over. So in case you needed to fast forward through that, we're about 20 minutes, 30 seconds in. So there might be a timestamp to skip
There
over that.
should be.
To skip over it. Oh no.
That
Mm.
was
I'm glad you enjoyed my horrifying story.
I mean, did I enjoy it? No. Was it like
Entertaining?
mind-blowing and entertaining? Yes,
Good. I'm glad.
it was.
Good. Oh man, I'm sure if I thought hard enough, there'd be many more stories of just like random nonsense that happens. There is, but yeah, that was the most absurd one from recent date. Shall we get to the Paralympics history?
Yeah.
Jumping from that to the Paralympics.
Yep. Jumping. Yep. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Alrighty. I have a few different articles that I used for this podcast. I used theweek.com, olympics.com, and paralympic.org. So sports for athletes with impairments have existed for more than 100 years. The first sports clubs for the deaf had already been established by 1888 in Berlin, Germany. However, the journey of the Paralympics that we know today started in Great Britain. So in 1944, at the request of the British government, Dr. Ludwig Gutmann, a German neurologist, opened a spinal injury center at the Stoke Mandeville Hospital in Great Britain. So Gutmann was looking for a way to help his paraplegic patients rehabilitate more quickly. All of his patients were veterans from World War II. So his specialized unit was made up of Royal Air Force pilots with spinal cord injuries, so they all needed to use wheelchairs. And on July 29th, 1948, the day of the opening ceremony of the London 1948 Olympic Games, Dr. Gutmann organized the first competition for wheelchair athletes, which he named the Stoke Mandeville Games, a milestone in Paralympic history. And this is what one of the mascots that we talked about a couple episodes ago was named after. It was Mandeville.
What? Where was that? Was that from the London Games?
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is the Stoke Mandeville. And then what was the other one's name?
That's right. It was something dumb.
It's the ones that Kendra did not like.
I don't like those ones. The ones from the London mascots are icky.
The little silver ones.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
With the eyes. It looks like a cyclops, like an alien thing. Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah. That's how he got his name, was the Mandeville Games. Yep. Alright, so 16 veterans in wheelchairs faced off in archery and netball competitions. Netball was already being practiced by American returning soldiers, so at the time, so they just kind of adapted it for them. By organizing these competitions, Dr. Gutmann had unknowingly created a new sporting movement. In 1952, Dutch ex-servicemen joined as well, and in the International Stoke Mandeville Games were founded. So after this game, so in 1952, the Dutch joined the British. That's how they started the Paralympics eventually. This kind of started the movement of that.
And then all the other countries started to join in.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So the first official Stoke Mandeville Games, later becoming the Paralympic Games, first took place in Rome, Italy in 1960. Around 400 athletes from 23 countries participated, competing in snooker, which is a well-known British billiards game. I had to look that one up because I didn't know what that was.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
It was something on a billiards table. I'm not quite sure how to play, but that's what it entails. See, they also participated in swimming, fencing, javelin, and Indian club throwing. Since then, the games have taken place every 4 years, along with the original Olympic Games, which is still what we do today. Just usually they're about 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
So I think I saw that the Paralympic Games this year should start this coming Wednesday, the 28th of August.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1976, the first Winter Games in Paralympics history were held in Sweden and have also taken place every 4 years. The Paralympic Games include their own opening ceremony and closing ceremony. Since the Summer Games of Seoul, Korea in 1988 and the Winter Games in Albertville, France in 1992, the Paralympic Games have also taken part in the same cities and venues as the Olympics, due to an agreement between the IPC and the IOC. So before they were in different locations, but now they're using the same compounds and facilities and everything as well.
Smart.
Yeah, it makes more sense. A lot more sense. So after the tournament in Seoul, one senior official noted how the competitors were now being regarded as athletes rather than patients, which I think is cool, and it's a big milestone for them.
When did that happen?
After the Seoul Korea Games, so in 1988.
The 80s?
Yeah.
The late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yep. So in 1960, under the protection of the World Federation of Ex-Servicemen, an international working group on sport for the disabled was set up to study the problems of sports for people with impairments. It resulted in the creation in 1964 of the International Sports Organization for the Disabled, or ISOD. which offered opportunities for those athletes who could not affiliate with the International Stoke Mandeville Games. So this was like the vision impaired, amputees, or people with cerebral palsy and paraplegics. So at the beginning, 16 countries were affiliated with ISOD. The organization pushed hard to include blind and amputee athletes in Toronto in 1976. The Paralympics and athletes with cerebral palsy joined in 1980 in Arnhem. So its aim was to embrace all disabilities in the future and to act as a co-coordinating committee. Other disability-oriented international organizations, such as the Cerebral Palsy International Sports and Recreation Association and International Blind Sports Federation, were founded in 1978 and 1980. So it's later than I thought it would be. So the International Committee of Sports for the Deaf, or CISS, and the International Sports Federations for Persons with Intellectual Disability joined in 1986. But the deaf still maintain their own organization. However, member nations demanded more national and regional representation in the organization. So finally, on September 22nd in 1989, the International Paralympic Committee was founded as an international non-profit organization in Dusseldorf, Germany, to act as the global
Dusseldorf.
I like that word. To act as the global governing body of the Paralympic movement. The word Paralympic derives from the Greek word para, or meaning beside or alongside, and the word Olympic, so like alongside the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Its meaning is that the Paralympics are parallel games to the Olympics and illustrates how the two movements exist side by side.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
think it's cool.
I did not know that at all.
I thought it meant more like paraplegic.
That's what I was thinking. That was exactly what I thought too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But this makes more sense.
Yeah, alongside the Olympics. It's pairs of the Olympics. I like it. It's clever. It's better than the Mandeville Stoke
Mandeville.
Stoke Mandeville games. You're like
Stoke Mandeville games, Paralympic. Yeah. Paralympic is easier to say.
It's easier to say, and then you're like, Olympics is in the name. You're like, okay, yeah. Stoke Mandeville games. You're thinking, what in the world is this? It's just like, what is this?
Yeah. It's like a separate thing.
Yeah, sounds like, what even is that?
Yeah. But now I'm going to read the list of the summer sports and winter sports that they have for competitions.
Ooh,
in
they
the
have
Paralympics.
different stuff. It's mostly the same, right?
It's mostly the same. I'll kind of read through it. So there are currently 28 Paralympic sports sanctioned by the IPC, and 22 summer and 6 winter. The two newest sports to be added to the Paralympic Games are badminton and taekwondo, which made their debut at the Tokyo 2020 Games. The newest winter sport is snowboarding, which was first introduced in Sochi in 2014.
Cool.
Yeah. So the summer sports are para-archery, para-athletics, para-badminton, blind football. I think it's boccia? Is it BOCCIA? Like boccia ball?
Is that bocce? Bocce ball?
Bocce. That makes more sense. I butchered that.
You butchered that.
Yeah, Midwestern. Yay.
Bocce ball?
We have bocce.
You want to come over? You want to come over? We're gonna have a grill out. There's gonna be some. There's gonna be some fresh lemonade. There's some kebabs, and we're gonna play a game of bocce ball.
Bocce ball. That's fun too. Sounds like Bakugan, the old thing from like the early 2000s. Anyways, we also have para-canoeing, paracycling, para-equestrian, goal ball, para-judo, para-powerlifting, para-rowing, shooting parasport, sitting volleyball, para-swimming, para-table tennis, para-taekwondo, para-triathlon, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair fencing, which I think I've seen before, wheelchair rugby, and wheelchair tennis. Yeah.
How does... you've seen wheelchair fencing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically just like sitting in wheelchairs doing the fencing. So it's, I think, pretty much the same. It's just they're in wheelchairs. So it's not like them going on their feet back and forth. It's like they're wheelchairs.
Cool.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what rugby looks like, though, because rugby is such an intense sport. Mm-hmm. Trying to imagine like doing that in a wheelchair.
Very physical.
Oh yeah, it's worse than football.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, oh, that'd be
Yeah,
interesting. I might have to look that up
be
on YouTube
interesting.
later just to see like a clip.
Yeah, see what it's
Yeah.
like. Yeah. Also taekwondo. That sounds interesting too. Para taekwondo.
Well, there's that one really cool guy. I don't know what his name is, but he wanted to be. I don't know what his name is. He doesn't have a torso.
Oh
He's
really?
like a wrestler. I
Oh,
thought. I might be
I'll have
wrong.
to look that up. Huh. Yeah, I have to look that up later. Yeah, there are 6 Paralympic winter sports. They have para alpine skiing, para biathlon, para cross country skiing, para ice hockey, para snowboarding, and wheelchair curling.
Wheelchair curling.
Wheelchair curling.
It sounds like a fun song.
Yeah. I think, isn't para snowboarding, isn't that like where you have like an adapted kind of wheelchair thing, but it's just like a snowboard at the
I
bottom?
think so.
Okay, I think I've seen that then, when they're like in the pipe or whatever. I think I've seen that. Yeah, I've definitely watched the swimming. That one's definitely, I think it's one of the most popular ones. But yeah, other than that, I think wheelchair fencing and swimming is all I've seen for Paralympics. I'm more interested, I think, about the Paralympics this year than I have in the past.
Why?
I think so. There's a girl on the U.S. women's rugby team. Oh shit! Oh, he just doesn't have like.
He doesn't have a tour. Oh yeah, so for the listeners that are
Hmm.
listening, can't see the image. It's the guy's name is Zion Clark.
Okay.
He was born without legs. And
Mhm.
I've seen him like he's kind of went viral and everything. He's a professional wrestler. He's really good.
He looked super like strong.
He's jacked.
Yeah. But yeah, so like there's a girl on the US women's rugby team that's been super popular on TikTok the last couple Olympics.
Is the
Her name
Ilona Mar?
yep,
I like
Ilona Mar.
her.
She's really cool. I like
Yeah.
her a lot. She was like really promoting the Paralympics and stuff, and I think they've covered it. I think on TikTok too. I just like see a lot more about the Olympics in general and the Paralympics, so I see more of like what's going on with that. It's more brought to my attention compared to like previous Olympics,
Mhm.
which is why TikTok needs to stay because it provides a lot of information
I
that I wouldn't see otherwise.
I feel I'm in the same boat as you, except
Mm-hmm.
for that there is the track and field couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yep.
I love them.
I should look up their names because I forget.
Me too.
Forget.
But yeah, she won, I think, gold in the long
In the
jump.
long jump. Yep. And then
Yep.
yep. So Hunter Woodhall and
Mhm.
it's either Tara or Tara Davis Woodhall. So she won
Mhm.
gold in high jump. Or not high jump, sorry.
The
Long
long
jump.
jump.
And
Mhm.
then I think he's a sprinter
Mhm. Yep, in the Paralympics.
in the Paralympics. Yes.
Yep.
But they're a power
That's really
couple
cool.
and they're cute.
Yeah.
And
They're so cute.
his reaction to her winning the gold medal went viral and I cried. Like ugly cried.
Mhm. Aw.
So
Yeah, I follow them on TikTok now. They're so cute.
mhm.
I love them. They're just like happy people. I love them.
Yes, they're just very positive people. They
Yeah,
don't seem
which is cool.
competitive. Well, I mean, they are competitive, but not like you should get in there and kill the competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're very wholesome.
Yeah, they're very
I like them
wholesome.
a lot.
So
Yay.
that's who I will be
Good
rooting
people.
for.
Yeah. There's also I don't remember his last name. Like Metarazek, like Steven is his name. He's the pommel horse guy from the gymnastics team.
Mhm.
He's another person I follow now on TikTok 'cause he's just like a wholesome little dude. I love him.
What's with the like I didn't watch the men's gymnastics thing, but I did see like a viral TikTok that went from that went viral.
Yeah.
That he was doing the pommel horse or something, and this person was through the TV was coaching him, and she was going like, "Go, Steven, Steven." It was funny.
Steven.
Yeah,
I love it.
it cracked me up.
Mm.
But what's with him and his glasses? Why is everyone like oohing and awing about him and his glasses? I don't.
So I forget what kind of. I think he has a couple different visual issues.
He has
He has a couple like
glasses.
eye diseases. Yeah, it's like super bad though. His eyes, like he can't see without his glasses.
Oh,
So like he does the pommel horse completely by feel because he can't like see it when he takes his
whoa!
glasses off. So like that's why it's so super cool. Is because like he has like it's so blurry for
So
him.
that's with him and his glasses. Okay.
Yeah, so if you watch him on the pommel horse, he doesn't really look at it. He just kind of feels it with his hands, which is why it's super cool.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's also like crazy good at the Rubik's cube. So also like when he was just waiting in the Olympic Village, he was like beating his own records on the Rubik's
The
cube.
Rubik's Cube? Okay, he's one of those guys. Okay.
He's great.
All
He's just a
right.
wholesome little guy, and I love him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's great. There's also what's his name? There's a guy from Britain who is a diver, and he
Tom Dale. Tom.
yes,
Is it Daly?
Yep, Daily.
He
Yep.
knits. Is that where
He knits.
He's a knitter?
He makes like little koozies for your medals.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. He's my sister's favorite. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's married to famous screenwriter guy, I think.
Oh,
From
really?
Hollywood, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I guess I didn't know what his husband's
Yeah.
name was, but
I don't remember his name either, but I just know he's like a famous screenwriter person. I don't know. But yeah.
that's cool.
Mhm. He's been doing that. He's been doing the diving for a while.
For a while, yeah.
I remember him
It's
in-
at least the second time. that he's
I
done
remember
it.
him in Beijing, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think
Look
I
it up.
do. I think he was in Beijing. I remember him in London. I remember him in Rio. I
guess
remember
I only
him in
remember him in-
Tokyo.
Yep.
He's been
He's
doing
only
this
30.
a while. I know, but he's been doing this a while. Like he was like little British kid, Oliver Twist looking kid, skinny little
Oh.
thing diving into the into the water.
Oh shit! From 2012.
So London was his first one.
I think so. Wait,
He's
hold
been
on.
doing this a long time.
I think 2012 was his first one.
No.
What? Oh wait, no. 2008.
Yeah. I just put it on the Team Great Britain. It says he made his Olympic debut at 14.
Oh wow.
That's
So he's been
really
doing this for
young.
16 years.
Yeah.
I thought, okay. I guess like it's either 14 or 16 that's like the youngest you can start the Olympics.
I think it's 14.
that
was
makes sense for
14.
him. But
Because
yeah, like a lot of those skateboarders are, yeah.
Look how young
you watch
he
any-
looks.
He's so tiny.
He's a little kid.
He's jacked.
Yeah, I mean he's a
He's
diver,
jacked
right?
little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jack little kid.
Yeah. But he just seems so like wholesome and I love him. There's some really good people that I've started following on the Olympics now. So that's cool.
Mhm.
Did you want to talk about Brad Pitt coming in like on a wait, no. Tom I forget I know his face. The one that's in Scientology.
Lady, if you can't remember America's only
Scientologist.
token to the culture that we can offer that's equivalent to the Eiffel
Okay,
Tower, I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you.
It'll come to me.
It's something.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna be like, it's an activity that old
It's an
people
activity
like
a
to
lot.
do. They like to go on cruises
Oh,
and eat
it's
buffets.
real.
Yeah. So what do you want me to talk? I mean, I told you.
Yeah.
I
He came
told
in on a
I
motorcycle
told you. I told you it was gonna happen. I told you
and-
that it's just so. It's like I told you. This. I'm trying
You
to.
guessed Billie Eilish, and she was there. That's
I know.
cool.
I told you. I said the Paris Olympics, right? Was like they really like it's the Eiffel Tower. It's the city of love, art, culture, fashion capital of the world. You know all this other stuff, famous architecture, blah 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 blah. List goes on, right? And the venues that they used were very cool. How they used existing places that were iconic, famous, and built the stadium around or in it, some of it, right? Like the horses were jumping in Versailles. Like that's crazy.
That's cool.
So cool
Yeah.
and beautiful. And the Seine didn't work out. Didn't work out.
No.
Didn't work
No.
out. Made people horribly sick. That's a bad
Yeah.
thing. But anyway, it's the River Seine. It's really cool, right? Somewhat the idea of it.
Yeah.
The idea, like it's like the idea of it was cool. Like the idea of it,
Yeah.
like going to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. and getting like whatever is like cool in the moment
It's
too,
cool.
right? But in
Yeah.
actuality, it's a crapshoot, right? Crapshoot for both.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's just so weird that we're going from Paris to then LA, which is this polluted sprawl of like nothing. Like they have nothing. They have. I know people are going to be all like, But it is what it is. LA is gross.
Yeah, it is.
Their only thing to like, add to the culture was the stupid Hollywood sign, and it's just corrugated tin.
Yeah.
And we called it too with the stupid Hollywood sign, right? We said that we're going to involve it, and of course that they already did, so now they can't
the logo on it.
Tom Cruise just slapped the stupid lazy zeros or whatever to it, or make the stupid rings out of it. It's just it's just Hollyweed was better, do you remember that? Yeah.
Wasn't that during COVID?
Yeah, that was during COVID. But that's all they have to offer is Tom Cruise, famous actor, also Scientologist, and then the Hollywood sign, the corrugated tin, rusty ass Hollywood sign, and some smog. And then it was freaking and then Snoop Dogg got to be paid probably $500,000 to come out there and be like, when the blah blah blah, drop it like it's hot, right? So, do that song, right? In front of some sandcastles, and then Billie Eilish comes out and is just like, and then the Red Hot Chili Peppers come out and they're like freaking 60-year-old guys who date 20-year-old ladies or whatever it is, and they're playing they're and then there's and then Dr. Dre comes out and he does the stupid the chords, right? I would have been so excited about all that, but I remember seeing it at the Super Bowl 2 years ago for the halftime show.
Yeah.
It was just it was just like a frozen, it was like a lean cuisine meal that I've had before, and they're like, it works. It's a comfort food.
Slap it in there again.
Slap it in them, put it in the microwave, rip off the cellophane, and put it on in 4 minutes. Everybody likes that. It's a classic. Yeah. So I'm not excited. This the LA Olympics is horrible. What are they gonna do? They're gonna swim in the LA River? Are they gonna fill up the LA River?
Gosh.
If you don't know the LA River, you should Google it because it's hilarious.
It's horrifying.
It's not a river.
It might be worse than the
worse than the Seine. There's needles, hypodermic needles everywhere. It's gonna be the complete. It's going to be the most American Olympics ever. It's just going to be celebrities, Tom Cruise, and LCD screens.
Yeah,
that's all. That's what
big lights,
big lights, big screens, and big lights, and
Eagle
AC.
Screech.
Eagle screech, fireworks, guns. This is what we have. Guns. So, yeah, though they're.
Oh man.
Yeah, so instead of horses jumping at Versailles, it's going to be horses prancing around in the Staples Center. So elegant. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
And with that, Wanderers, thank you so much for listening to the Foolish Wanderers podcast. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for any future episodes, please feel free to email us at fwplisteners@gmail.com.
Oh, another thing I gotta add in there to the stupid Olympics in LA that I'm not that it's gonna be the most American Olympics ever. Just capitalism, AC, LCD screens galore. So one of the venues that they're going to have is the brand new Clippers Arena. Do you know who the Clippers are?
No.
Either do half of the population of LA. So the LA Clippers are the LA's second basketball NBA team. They haven't won anything ever. They're just memed to death for being the redheaded stepchildren. Sorry for that example.
Excuse you.
I know. I said sorry for that example, but it is what it is. So they're going to be in their brand new stadium, and their stadium is just wall to wall LCD screens, an Apple Vision, you might as well just take a cardboard box, put a hole in it, put it over your head, put your phone in the hole, and that's what the arena kind of looks like it's going to be. It's just screens everywhere, overload, overstimulated.
We're so classy.
So I think they're going to have basketball. I don't know what they're going to have there. Fencing? Who knows? Ping pong? I don't know. Rhythmic gymnastics?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna hold there.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be weird.
It's like, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of venues, but like trying to fit everything in a city like that is like, because there's not like,
I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna like their gift baskets is gonna be like Xanax and Ozempic.
oh,
Like that. Is
oh
that what it's gonna
no.
be?
And a new Apple
And
Watch.
Casamigos tequila by George Clooney. That's what it's gonna be. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening.